Opa. Opa, olá? Oi? Acho que tá tudo bom. Bom amigos, meu nome é markdcarvalho e farei aqui uma live aqui em Genshin. Essa é minha conta secundária. Eu farei aqui o evento aqui do Aventuras de Thelxie, Aventuras Fantásticas de Thelxie aqui para ganhar aqui os prêmios nessa conta. Aí peço mais uma vez que inscreva-se no meu canal, dê um like ou dislike, comente, compartilhe e ative o sino para receber notificações. Eu vou tentar aqui fazer o evento, não é tão longo esse evento, não é tão longo. A história, acho que dá para fazer em 2 horas. Aí tem um dia todinho ali, ainda falta 1 dia e 16 horas para você fazer esse evento. Dá para fazer tranquilamente. Se eu não estou enganado, acho que é umas 2 horas, 3 horas de evento, somando tudo mais ou menos, ou até menos. E aqui na minha conta, nessa conta secundária, eu não explorei aqui a área. Eu não explorei essa área aqui. Mas eu não sei o que aconteceu aqui com essa nova atualização do Genshin, que apareceu um portal lá para a pessoa se teletransportar. Aqui tinha um portal aqui em Nazuma, mas eu não vim aqui para ele aqui também, eu não vim, eu esqueci de vir aqui e ativar. Foi alguma coisa aí que eles fizeram aí para facilitar a movimentação da pessoa no jogo. E aqui também tinha um aqui em Sumeru. Eu até marquei bem aqui um negócio aqui que eu não vim. Mas tá aí, dá pra pessoa fazer esse portal aqui. Eu acho que ainda tá ativado para outras pessoas. Eu vou vir aqui. Vamos teletransportar para fazer o evento. Tem que falar aqui com a estátua. E pegar a habilidade de mergulhar na água para fazer aqui o evento. Eu vou evitar aqui pegar outras coisas, é meio difícil. Eu já vim aqui uma vez aqui para me pegar aqui a lente aqui. Essa lente aqui do outro evento. Eu não sei se ainda está possível pegar essa lente para outras pessoas. Eu vim pegar essa lente aqui. Então eu vou aqui, deixa eu ver onde é que está o portal. Tá ali o portal. Aí eu peço aí mais uma vez aí de novo que inscreva-se no meu canal, dê um like ou dislike, comente, compartilhe, ative o sino para receber notificações, isso ajuda bastante. Bom, voltei aqui com o meu áudio. Eu ativei aqui a habilidade dela. Agora ela pode mergulhar aqui na água. Pode mergulhar na água. Eu vou ativar aqui agora a missão. Aqui agora pode ativar a missão agora. Aqui tá ativada a missão, tenho que vir pra cá. Eu tô bem aqui eu vou pegar o ferry boat aqui e vir pra cá. Agora pegar o ferry boat ali. Bora. Aqui o ferry boat. Eu falei que era com a meluzinha aqui. A meluzinha. Aqui pelo ferry boat é mais rápido. Tem que, aí você pode pular bem aqui no ferry boat daqui de cima. Ou então pode andar nele até o final, você ganha um troféu, um achievement. É uma conquista aqui no jogo.
Once the barge for Opera Epiclass employees broke down, and many of them took the aquabus home from work. That was the most passengers we've ever had,
lembrar se eu já dei essa conquista, eu vou deixar ela me levar aqui até ali o ponto ali.
Looking left from your current position, you have possibly the very best view of the Opera Epiclass in all of Fontaine. Such beauty and magnificence. Monsieur Nuvillette truly chose to spend our Mora wisely. Here we are back in the stately court of Fontaine.
Bom, vou descer aqui, não vou até o final. Vou descer aqui, eu tenho que ter descido ali antes, ali. Tenho que ter descido aqui antes, aqui, ó. Eu poderia vir ativar aqui o outro portal, mas eu não vou. Vou falar ali com a menina da pescaria. Bom, meus amigos, essa parte aqui eu vou desligar meu áudio, porque é só conversa, essa parte aqui do evento aqui é só conversa, não tem muito o que fazer. De vez em quando eu vou voltar aqui com meu áudio, e qualquer coisa aí você pode comentar no chat que eu respondo, eu ficaria olhando aqui o chat. Eu também vou ligar aqui o ventilador, tá muito calor aqui, tá muito calor e sabe como é, o calor mata a pessoa. Tá muito quente essa região, esse tempo hoje. Aí também é só diálogo aqui, a história, não tem muita coisa para se comentar não. Também já é um evento que já tá, todo mundo já fez. Tô fazendo mais aqui para ganhar ponto aqui nessa conta. Então qualquer coisa aí comente aí no chat.
That can't be right. Oh, but what if they're real after all? No, that can't be. But what if there's a chance?
Ah, sim, eu voltei aqui para comentar. Essa moça aqui também, essa Della Roche, ela passa uma missão aí que dá várias estrelinhas, várias gemas essenciais. Você vem aqui várias vezes aqui, comenta fala com ela. Toda vez que você vir falar aqui com ela, ela fala um assunto diferente aqui da pescaria dela. Aí ela também vai passar uma missão aí do Instituto de Pesca aí Acho que é o pesquisador de pesca, um evento,
Oh, so you're
uma missão.
adventurers. Oh, finally.
Aí
Someone has
você
heard my
faça
prayers.
essa missão aí que você vai ganhar muitos itens aí, muitas gemas com ela.
Paimon can tell you were really bothered
Toda
by
vez que ganha
something.
falar com ela, eu acho
Don't
que
worry,
ganha de
you've got
20 a 30
super
gemas,
experienced
parece.
adventurers
Coisa
right
assim.
here. We'll take care of anything and everything for you as long as you pay us a little bit of mora.
Oh, you are exactly the helpers I need. See, the problem is that the fish around a fishing spot at Araneus have just all up and vanished recently. They disappeared too quickly for it to have been the work of human anglers. As the representative of the Fishing Association, I had planned to go and investigate the area right away. Right, but unfortunately, as the representative of the Fishing Association, there are a few other errands that I absolutely have to run. So
you'd like us to investigate the spot for you?
exactly, you're right on the Mora. So I thought I could delegate this work to you. Are you two some kind of prophets, knowing exactly what I was going to say like that? Or maybe like the oracles you read about in fairy tales.
Yeah, we're just really experienced in this kind of thing, that's all.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. I'll get a good night's sleep knowing the two of you are on the case.
But don't we just need to investigate the missing fish? It really doesn't sound too difficult.
No, you mustn't let your guard down. As the representative of the Fishing Association, I have good reason to believe that the fish have gone missing due to an encounter with the water imps. Yes, you're both Outlanders, right? Our local fairy tales often speak of a terrifying underwater creature called Thelxie. The story our parents would tell us was always the same. If we went to the water alone, then we'd be snatched away and eaten by a water imp called Thelxie.
A child-eating water imp? Did they tell you what it looked like?
My father would always describe it as a beautiful, multicolored snake woman, while my mother said it had a handsome face. It's really strange, though, because you'd also hear other people describe it as just a chubby penguin with a deceptive appearance. Even though the tales vary regarding its appearance, everyone agrees that it's really dangerous. It lives in an underwater cave surrounded by pallid bones and uses its sensitive nose to track down lonely children who've lost their way. And once it finds a child, it uses its alluring singing voice to lure them into the water before swallowing them whole. Pretty terrifying, isn't it?
Sounds kinda scary. But isn't that pretty normal for a fairy tale? After all, those kinds of stories are usually made up to help keep children away from danger.
But what if the fairy tale was inspired by a real-life tale, just like how a water vein always has a source? Well, I wouldn't call it evidence per se, but I've heard some rumors lately. They say that someone recently saw a child walk into the water as if he was possessed by something. Doesn't that sound just like he was responding to the call of a water imp?
So you mean someone really got eaten by a water imp?
It's all hearsay, so it's hard to confirm. Both the Opera House and the Fountain of Lucine were built there, and the sources of many water veins can be traced to the island as well. Combine that with the mysterious mist, the huge tree with expansive underground roots, and the rumor that the fish-eps on the island can understand human language. Is it really so shocking that an island so shrouded in mystery could harbor a terrifying water imp as well?
Why does Paimon feel like you're pulling our leg? You're just piling on the rumors now. Still, if someone's really been hurt, then we can't just
Oh, marvelous. Then I'll just mark the stretch of water on your map. Don't forget that no matter what, safety always comes first.
Is this the stretch of water Delaroche was talking about? It looks really peaceful. Huh? These look pretty fresh. Did the water imp get someone again? Let's look around. Wait! Did you hear something just now? What is that? Don't come any closer!
Paimon? Traveler? I'm sorry. I forgot I was still wearing this. Paimon, are you okay?
Paimon nearly mistook you for a water imp. Thank goodness it was just you wearing your helmet.
Huh? A water imp? Thelxie, you say?
Huh? You know that name too? Or do you know someone else who's trying to investigate the water imp?
No. I think our situations are probably... Sure, if that's in order. I know the name because of one of my employers. Following her request, I've named the toy Thelxie.
Huh? But isn't it a little creepy to name a toy after a water imp? Wait, hold on! Fremine, you never take commissions from other people!
Yeah, but, she made a special request, but out of respect for her privacy, I can't really talk about... It's alright, though. She'll be coming over to check on my progress shortly.
Huh. Even though you seem a little cold and...
The fish? Ah... These past few weeks, I've been taking Thelxie for So, all that about the
So that's all it was?
Yes, I think that's quite likely as well.
Whew. So in the end, it was just Fremine!
I'm sorry. It sounds like I've created a lot of trouble. Thank you.
Actually, how much work do you still have left, Fremine? Maybe we could...
Thanks for offering.
Hey, it's no trouble at all! Didn't you just call us your...
But... don't you need to report back to your commission?
Nope, that's not how it works. See, Paimon's got these commissioner types all figured out. Even though we were just tasked with finding out why the... If we tell them now that it was all just a misunderstanding, you can bet they'd just immediately Exactly! So if we can help you finish it...
Is that what you'd like to do as well? Huh. All right, I'll trust your judgment. Please follow me. I've stored Thelxie in the tent. He can respond to some simple verbal commands. You can try calling his name and see if he'll come over.
Whoa, sound... So that's Fremine's version of Thelxie. It's also penguin-shaped, just like Pear.
Yep. Had Thelxie lived in Penguin Town... it's not really anywhere famous or important. Don't worry about it.
Hey, Thelxie. Nice to meet you. Do you know...
I wanted to install a language output module. As it stands, Thelxie can only output...
no need to get so technical.
No. I have 2 other things I'd like your help with.
That doesn't sound too...
The others shouldn't take too long.
A weapon? Will Thelxie have...
Mm-hmm. Thelxie will need to be able...
What an imaginative employer! Naming Thelxie after a water imp, but wanting him to look like a prince?
Well, regardless of his role or species, Thelxie's purpose is the same.
Whoa, Thelxie just said something again! Could he understand what we were just talking about?
He can react to certain key words, but unfortunately, due to the lack of a translation module, he still can't quite communicate with us.
That's a pity. But anyway, the most important thing right now is for us to get to work. Maybe let's start by doing some testing on the motherboard. That sounds like something we can do here in the camp.
Sounds good. The motherboard is on my workbench, so please follow me. Ah, here we go. I have this testing manual, so feel free to reference it if you get stuck. Want to give it a try? It's okay if you don't succeed immediately. Okay. Knowing you, I'm sure you'll be able to figure it out. You're doing well.
We've taken on a lot of similar tasks before, you know.
Then let's move on to the underwater part. It's just as I mentioned earlier. We're after colorful shells and coral. Oh, speaking of which, you're both already pretty used to Fontaine's Okay, that's good. Just let me know if... It should be right over there. We'll be able to find something that'll help us with our search. This is it. We call this thing an echoing conch. It can detect special reflection waves in the water to help us with all kinds of underwater... Did you notice any interesting places? The echoing conch should have detected some just now. Let's go check them out. these should be enough. Let's head back to camp. Thank you for staying out here with me all this time.
Ah, Fremine, you're back. I thought you might have been out diving.
I'm sorry, Madame d'Estray. I must have kept you waiting. I can report, though, that the construction of Thelxie is going quite smoothly.
There's no rush. I'm your employer, not your supervisor. And these two are...
Oh, they're two of my trustworthy companions. They're here to help me work on Thelxie.
Yes, I see. I suppose it's only natural for someone responsible like you to have some reliable friends.
It's really nice to meet you, Madame d'Estray. Are you Fremine's employer? Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
Greetings, my new friends. Just call me Zuria. You are both so adorable.
Oh, do you really think so?
Of course. If my...
Obsessed with...
Ah, so you don't know anything about my request yet?
Well, Fremine told us that it was a private matter, so he didn't want to just share...
I see. So, monsieur, but it would be quite impolite of me...
Sure, you can tell us anything.
Ah, what a lovely little... Simply put, parents came up with a story. Painting water imps as scary abductors in an effort to convince...
Infatuated? With a water imp?
Yes. He told me that he thought the water imp might have just been misunderstood. In his mind, instead of singing to abduct children, the water imp actually sang out of a longing for companionship. As a result, he often goes near the water in secret.
Huh. So he wanted to become friends with the water imp so it wouldn't be lonely any longer? What a unique way of thinking.
Thank you, little Paimon. He indeed has always stood out from the crowd. He was actually diagnosed with loneliness syndrome when he was only 8 years old. It's a type of mental disorder.
Oh no.
If you...
No! Paimon won't accept that!
The family doctor has already begun to treat...
Huh?
Uncontrollable delusions. To put it simply...
Then what is he seeing in his fantasy world?
It's a dream that he often mentioned to me when he was younger. I've compiled...
Amazing! Your son came up with all of this? He really...
But perhaps no beautiful dream can ever last long. You see...
How could the story end like this? Is that kind of fantasizing what caused your son to develop his loneliness syndrome?
Well, it'd be more
My poor child can no longer differentiate between
perhaps in his mind.
What? So that's what you meant...
Alas, Most of the time, he acts as if he can no longer sense or interact with the real world at all. He once wanted to make a picture book of his imaginary world. But since the disorder progressed...
Ah! So Zuria's son also saw Thelxie as a penguin.
What we should do now is help him complete this picture book. However, we'll need to chase away his loneliness and sorrow, and let him perceive a world full of hope again. That's what I mean by guiding his fantasy.
But if we just need to finish the picture book, why does Fremine need to make a Thelxie as well?
Because we need to treat the book's story seriously, as if it's a history of things that have really happened. We'll need to go on a journey like Thelxie, and help him regain his crown and country. But my child can no longer go on a journey of his own.
Ah, like a stand-in for your son! Paimon's starting to get it now. Oh, you really put a lot of thought into this, Zuria.
There are some ruins on the seabed of the Salacia Plains.
Oh, so we'll just need to act out a performance.
Sadly, no. We won't just be...
So we'll be playing it straight? Or, making it a...
It's all right. There's no need to get that serious. It's not... Keep your spirits up, everyone. We temporarily moved to a place on the hill over there, so my son will have a better spot to convalesce. It's not far from the wall.
Understood. There's also one last thing.
That's great news. I'm... All right, everyone. Let's meet again.
Zuria sure is a brave and optimistic lady.
Let's discuss...
What is it, Fremine? What did you want to say?
This is the first time that you've met anyone with the syndrome, right? If things don't quite turn out as we wish, I hope you'll be able to accept the outcome and not put too much blame on yourselves.
Fremine, why do you bring this up all of a sudden? Didn't we just promise Zuria that we'll be optimistic about everything working out?
It's not that I'm not optimistic. It's just...
So that's why you looked like you knew exactly what she was talking about. Wait, Fremine, don't tell Paimon that you also...
No. Please don't misunderstand. I've never had it. I've just seen many cases of it at the House of the Hearth, back when we lived under the previous director. They say there are many factors surrounding the development of this illness. I've heard everything from hereditary factors and one's state of mind, to environmental factors and even ley line disorder effects. Some even say it could be caused by contamination from god remains. And from the cases I've seen, there weren't many positive outcomes. In the worst cases, the patient could even pass away.
What? It could get that serious? And here Paimon thought...
Yeah, that's just the nature of it. So if you'll find it difficult to cope with the worst case scenario, I would prefer that you back out right now.
Yeah, that's right. Paimon
Really?
Yeah! But Paimon has a question. If this illness can really be as bad... After all, we'll just be using a toy as Thelxie and some ruins as the Kingdom of Water Imps. The whole adventure will only be turned into a picture book for her son to read.
Well, I think it should be able to do something. To harbor a fantasy, but if we can help him regain control and escape from the darkness, we'll be able to change his world. Like helping someone who's lost their voice be able to speak again.
Oh, Paimon sees what you're saying now. Huh. How do you understand all of this so well, Fremine?
Well, maybe because I have also had many of my own dreams in the past. I even had my own fairy tale world, much like that boy's. Ah, so you remembered.
What Penguin Town? What is a pun? Hey, why did you put that on?
It's just one of my personal quirks. Please pay it no mind. Anyway, Penguin Town is a piece, and Pear is the town's triumphant hero.
Pear? But didn't you make Pear yourself?
Well, I often think that Pear only came to me because he realized how much I needed him. So...
Fremine, are you sure you're not losing control of your fantasies as well?
No, I don't think so. It might just be hidden, which is why it's difficult.
Specific times? Like when you put on your diving helmet?
Yeah, that's the general idea of it.
Really? Paimon just said that because...
Have you ever observed the surface world from underwater? It's as if you're viewing a whole different world from the outside. It's a very... I have a similar feeling when I put on my diving helmet. In those moments, it's possible to see some...
Really? Like a miracle?
Well, if that's in order.
Hey, don't you still need time to work on Thelxie's weapon? We don't want to keep you from finishing your commission.
Right. I still have to collect some tools I'll need to craft the weapon. I've got to finish everything before tomorrow. Thank you for reminding me, Paimon. I'm sure there'll be other opportunities for you to try my helmet. Thanks for all of your help. I'll be off for now. Let's meet up here again in 2 days.
Bom, amigos, essa foi a primeira parte da história do evento. E aqui temos aqui as missões aqui para você fazer. Eu não vou fazer agora, eu vou terminar primeiro as histórias. Ela está toda liberada, já está no final do evento. Aqui eu vou fazer agora a segunda história. A segunda história aqui do evento. Aqui está liberado já, está no final. Deixa eu sair daqui. Vou vir pra cá assim. E mais uma vez, aqui já que chegamos nessa parte, eu peço aí quem não foi inscrito no meu canal, que inscreva-se. Deixa um like ou um dislike aí, comentem, compartilhem e ativem o sino para receber notificações, isso ajuda bastante. Eu vou começar aqui a segunda história do evento, da história do evento. E eu vou desligar mais uma vez meu áudio e qualquer coisa vocês comentem aí no chat que eu respondo. Apertei aqui o botão errado aqui. Para aí.
Is your child feeling any better?
Thank you for your concern, Fremine. His condition is fairly stable. The family doctor said we might be able to take him out for a stroll today.
Zuria, Fremine, we're here!
Seems like everyone's arrived now.
Not quite. Aren't we missing someone? But Paimon... Hey, Thelxie! Whoa! Thelxie's got himself a sword and a shield now. He's looking sharp.
Indeed. With his weapons in hand, Thelxie looks more formidable than ever. You've really outdone yourself, Fremine.
We helped too.
Yes, you really had a good eye for materials. Everything you found was high quality. Speaking of which, Zuria just told me that she wants to end the adventure with the coronation ceremony. So, could I also trouble you with finding some materials for the crown? You can just keep an eye out for them on our way to the ruins. I was planning to...
Seems like everything's ready to go. Shall we head out?
Please wait a moment. I was just thinking, since
Ooh, Paimon's excited. So we'll take out the...
All right, I'll give it a try. I'm not very adept at drawing.
Let me think. We can draw the weapon. The prince has picked up the...
Okay, I'll add the weapons. Anything else?
Paimon wants to give him some friends. Thelxie's got some friends by his side.
Okay, I'll also draw some companions. Anything else? Color. Ah, color, yes! That's really important. Who would have thought the page could have become so inspiring?
Great! Everyone looks super pumped up. Thelxie most of all.
Are you seeing this, my son? Are you feeling inspired by this as well?
I'm sure he is, Zuria. And this is still just the first page.
That's right! Paimon can't wait to see the picture book when it's all finished. We should finish it as soon as possible and keep up the belief and hope in our hearts.
I'm starting to look forward to it as well. So let's get the show on the road and head towards the Kingdom of Water Imps.
Yay! Thelxie's fantastic adventures begin now! Look! Those are materials that we can use for the crown, right? Let's get some for...
These should be enough. I knew you'd have a knack for finding the best materials. We shouldn't need anything else to head to the Kingdom of Water Imp.
Whoa! Is that the entrance to the underwater ruins ahead? So these are the underwater ruins that Fremine found. They're pretty amazing, but still not exactly the kind that Paimon was imagining. Oh, yeah, Paimon knows. It's just... Paimon thought we'd actually see a fairy...
I'm sorry. I was hoping to put up some decorations, but ran out of time to do it by myself.
Whoa, someone's already switched into fantasy mode.
Seems like the travelers already got the gist of things. You should do your best too, Paimon.
Don't underestimate Paimon. Paimon can flip the switch too. Now entering Paimon Fantasy Mode! Ahem. Young adventurers, 'tis Paimon, guardian goddess of this land. State your goals and intentions for visiting this nation.
We are the companions of Prince Thelxie, your Divine Highness. We have come to help him reclaim the glory that he has lost.
Oh, reclaiming your glory? Thy goddess here has golden glory, silver glory, and bronze glory. Which is it that the prince has lost?
Huh?
Not at all! This is the goddess's test! From your responses, the goddess has concluded that you're all brave adventurers without the taint of greed in your hearts. As such, you are worthy of everyone's respect. So please accept the goddess's reward. The goddess will now bestow all 3 types of glory upon you. And as for this prince, the goddess will also bestow upon you the rainbow glory, so your future will always be filled with light.
My gratitude to your Divine Highness for such generous blessings. Power is now surging through every part of my body.
Me too. Is this the divine inspiration of legend?
Now, adventurers, forge bravely ahead and defeat the monsters that have taken over the kingdom. You will be sure to find that which you seek. Please be careful, brave adventurers. Just ahead are some evil enemies that have invaded the kingdom of water imps. They're called... Hilly Churls of the Deep. By royal
Cool it! This moment will be frozen.
Wings of Darkness, come, sever night from day.
Those accursed enemies are back again. Your Highness, please show them what you're made of.
Prepare to be blown away.
This is long overdue.
Day reckoning! Frost is coming! Pair! Getting here! Pair! Frost is coming! Pair! Getting here!
Oz, reveal thyself. No touching.
Dodge this! No rest for the wicked. Don't get frostbite. Cool it!
Windblade. Shadow Raven, let night fall.
We're under attack again. It's a Lawitcher of the Deep.
There's no need to fear, my friends. His Highness is so strong now that even a Diviniture of the Deep would pose no threat to him.
Frost is coming! Hey! Commence
baby corn of ice and frost. This is long overdue.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Prepare to be blown away! I summon thee!
Frost is coming! Get in gear! Dead Reckoning! Pair! Get in gear!
Access denied. For Rex Lapis.
Odds revealed!
Dodge this! Don't get frostbite!
It's finally over! So have we defeated the evil monsters and reclaimed the Kingdom of Water Imps?
Yes, it should now be time for us to attend Thelxie's coronation ceremony. The only thing is, I didn't expect this to go so smoothly. I thought it would have taken longer for us to reach the heart of the ruins. It was my mistake. I should have told Fremine earlier that we would also need a crown.
It's all because the Traveler and Goddess Paimon were too strong! We just eradicated all the monsters in one go!
It's okay, Zuria. We can come back again once I've made the crown.
Then I must thank all of you again for taking the time, and you too, Thelxie, my child.
Thelxie's turning out to be a real expert at fighting!
I don't think there's anything that will be able to stop him.
Yes, I agree as well.
Let's head back to camp for now. I asked the
We can add an update to Thelxie's Fantastic Adventures as well! Now Zuria and Fremine, why don't we draw the new pages first? Paimon really wants to update the picture book. Hey, you didn't have to say it out loud.
No problem. I'm happy to oblige. Then in that case, the story today should go something like this. After overcoming many obstacles, Prince Thelxie and his brave companions finally arrived at the entrance to the Kingdom of Water Imps. At this time, the little fairy in the group, Paimon, revealed her true goddess form to her companions.
Woohoo! The goddess has arrived! She praised the companions for their purity, and to reward them,
Bathed under the goddess's glory, the prince and his companions charged into the bastion of evil, chased away the monsters, and rescued the pretty
oh no, the crown isn't ready yet!
No. The crown was within the prince's reach, but the monsters took it with them as they fled.
Oh, and Paimon can almost see it all happening now! Whoa, the pages are beautiful!
Thank you, everyone. We've also completed the second page of the picture book now. Thelxie's journey is one step closer to its end and the promised coronation. My child, you'll also be able to brighten up when that time comes, right?
I'm sure he will, Zuria. Who knows? Perhaps the doctor will already have some good news for you when you get back home today.
I sure hope so, Your Divine Highness. Oh, Fremine, about the time you'll need for the crown.
Please don't worry. One day should be more than enough.
Ah, then I must thank you for your hard work. All right, let's rendezvous here in another 2 days' time for our final adventure, okay? And see you in 2 days, my lovely friends.
right. It's about time we start heading off too.
Yeah, I'll need to go to the city short.
Yeah. Paimon knew that you didn't often take commissions from others, but Paimon had no idea you'd be—
Well, about that, it might be because...
Because what?
It's because...
What's the matter? And what's with that look on your face? You're turning red, and it looks like you're about to run away and put your helmet on again.
Am I turning red?
All right. We won't bother you anymore for today, Fremine. Let's see each other in 2 days' time.
Okay, thank you. See you in 2 days. I hope that everyone who's found themselves in a dark place would be able to see something beautiful and experience.
Quem tá tentando entrar aqui no jogo? A Lumine. Ah, Lumine não vai dar não agora. Eu tô fazendo aqui esse evento aqui, aí esses eventos não permite, se você entrar eu não vou poder fazer ele. Depois você vem aqui, quando eu terminar. Bom, abriu aqui terminei aqui a segunda história do evento. Deixa eu vir pra cá. Terminei aqui a história do evento. Agora está liberada aqui a terceira parte, a terceira história do evento. Eu recomendo fazer esse evento, rapidinho você faz ele umas 3 horas, ele dura umas 3 horas. E aqui eu vou para a terceira e última parte da história, e depois eu vou fazer as missões aqui, as missões aqui do evento, são 3 missões aqui, ó, 3 desafios. Tem várias coisas ali para fazer. Aí ganha as estrelinhas, as gemas essenciais. E vamos continuar aqui. E mais uma vez, já que chegamos nessa parte aqui, peço para quem não for inscrito no meu canal, inscreva-se. Deixa um like ou um dislike, comentem, compartilhem e ative o sino para receber notificação. Isso ajuda bastante. Então vamos continuar aqui. Aqui eu vou para a terceira história aqui do evento, ó. Aqui a terceira história, tem que esperar 2 dias. Aí você vem aqui no relógio, aqui passa 2 dias. Algumas missões aqui no jogo, aqui no Genshin Park, tem que esperar passar o dia real. Como já está no final, já não precisa esperar esses 2 dias na vida real. Então tem que passar aqui 2 dias aqui no jogo. Ó. Vou passar aqui 2 dias aqui, dá 2 dias aqui. E mais uma vez eu vou desligar aqui o meu áudio aqui, eu tô com o ventilador e ficar o ruído aí pegando. Aí fica chato para vocês, mas qualquer coisa vocês podem comentar aí no chat que eu respondo, viu? Então deixa eu passar aqui. Aí tá aqui, vamos para a parte final aqui da história. Ali. Eu vou desligar aqui, mas qualquer coisa comentem aí no chat que eu respondo.
Hello, Paimon. Hello, traveler. Yes, we're just waiting for Zuria now. She hasn't arrived yet.
Then let's wait for her a little while. Or actually, maybe we can go find her. It's not too far from here anyway. Didn't she say she just lives on the hill over there?
Hey, traveler, Paimon.
Oh, and speaking of...
Found you two at long last. I'm so glad that you both are all right.
Huh? Why are you here, Miss Delaroche? And what could have happened to us?
What could have happened? That water imp Thelxie, of course. After I gave you that commission the other day, I began to get worried and went asking about the boy that went missing.
Oh, that? We've got it all figured out now. The boy you heard about was just Fremine. Even the missing fish was his fault. Don't worry, we'll help you get the fish back as soon as we're done with this job.
Oh, sorry about that. I've been diving in the area recently.
Huh? Fremine? Diving? No, that's not what happened at all. I've heard a completely different account. What I was told is that about a month ago, a child tied a bunch of heavy seashells onto his body and walked into this open stretch of water. He never came back. What could that be if not that water imp's work?
Are you sure?
100% sure.
Wait, let's go to Stray?
Yeah, that's the name. They say the family took on the name after... well, naturally, his mother was devastated by the incident and fell terribly ill. It's said that she left the court of Fontaine, and no one knows where she's gone.
It can't be, right?
I'm sorry, miss. We've got to go check on something right now.
Oh, I see. Well, you go on ahead. I just came to make sure that you're both all right. I'll head back then. Please remember to take care.
Excuse us. Is anyone here? Is this Madame Destray's place?
Who are you? I have a patient here who needs quiet bed rest. Please leave us be unless you have anything urgent to report.
This is the residence of Zuria Destry, and I'm Jala Khan, her family doctor. What did you mean by your question just now? Who else could be my patient?
Your patient should be Zuria's son, right? She told us herself that her son had contracted loneliness syndrome.
No, you're right. Young Master Lescaut did have that illness once upon a time, but he's... Well, the young master's no longer with us. And now the Madame has come down with the same illness. Are you her friends by any chance? Oh, so when she had requested time to go out over the past few days, it was so she could spend them with you.
So, if I'm understanding this right, the one who's suffering from uncontrollable delusions is the Madame herself? She believes her son is still alive?
That is correct. When the young master disappeared, she was organizing an art exhibit that she had specifically prepared for him. But since she had to leave the house, she was unable to see her son one last time. That might have been the trigger for her regret. Or perhaps the family's fall into loneliness and grief was inevitable as soon as the old master passed away. First the son, and then the mother.
But how could that be? She really looked like she had a handle on everything. Her smile was so...
Those actions are proof that she can no longer differentiate.
Then, all the other things that she told us about her son.
No, those were all real. Although they were all things that happened before the young master left us for good.
I see. So after her son left, she created a fantasy world where her son was still with her. She was looking for a way to cure his illness when she ran into us.
She has been in a good mood the past few days, even humming a song when she returned from her stroll. She even began discussing with me the idea of using deliberate guidance to ease the illness. It was all going well. She spent a whole night staring at the shell the young master left behind, and the words that he had inscribed onto it. Then she broke down once more. I prescribed some sedatives, and she's currently resting.
But then what should we do? How can we help her? There has to be something we can do.
Don't panic, Paimon. Even though this is a devastating piece of news, we must all calm down first. What should we do? I need to think. I need to Dr. Jalacan, have you seen a picture book? The Madame should have brought it back with her.
Are you thinking about trying the guidance therapy she talked to me about before? It's worth a shot. I'll go get the book.
Yes, this is it. That's right. If what Dr. Jalacan said was true, the past few days have been very helpful to Zuria. We need to show her that her child has found a happy ending in the world of her dreams.
But wouldn't that just make it harder for her to accept reality?
One must first face reality before accepting it. The Madame has been crushed by her feelings of grief and can no longer bring herself to face reality. Our first priority would be to get her out of this state.
Right. Before today, I had thought she wanted to use Thelxie's fantastic adventures to save her son. But now, I think she might need it to save herself. And if we could complete it, we should be able to give her some feeling of there's no time to waste. Let's set off right away.
again. This is the final part of Thelxie's journey, but the most important person is missing.
Everyone, please don't be so down and gloomy. Remember what she told us? If we were to feel troubled, the patient would become anxious as well.
You're right. Paimon needs to smile. If we have to give something to Zuria, it should be our smiles. We have to keep smiling as we finish this adventure. And then she'll be able to recover, right, everyone?
Yeah, I'm sure she will.
Oh! Be careful, brave adventurers! Here come the evil monsters that stole the crown! They're... the deep-sea Cyclops! Let's beat them up! Let the show begin.
Frost is coming! Getting here! Oh no! Commencing cleanup! Frost is coming! Getting gear! Hair! Watch out, everyone! They're coming at us again!
There's no need to fear! Prince Thelxie looks stronger than ever today! He must be going all out! No touching! This is long overdue!
Frost is coming! Day's reckoning! Getting gear! Hair! Getting gear!
Oh, this is the final enemy, right? Ahem. We'll replay the crown for you now, Your Highness! Prepare to be blown away! Access denied.
I'm sorry. I have to go. I made a promise.
But, Madame, you're still...
Don't try to stop me. Today's the most important day for treating Thelxie. We'll use the guidance method. Didn't you also say that you think it'd work?
I'm not trying to stop you, Madame. It's just... Could you tell me the...
Dr. Jalacan, how can you forget the name of your own patient? His name is Thelxie. He's the prince of the kingdom of water imps.
I see. Madame, please...
Zuria! Zuria! We've retrieved the crown!
Paimon, everyone, have you really?
Yes, but the coronation ceremony still hasn't taken place, because we felt like you should be the one to preside over it.
Wonderful! How wonderful! Thelxie, my child, are you hearing this? Everything you lost will now come back to you, and soon, very soon, you will never be lonely again.
And the last page of the picture book. It's still waiting for you to illustrate in color.
Right, the picture book. But I don't know what I should put on the last page.
Don't worry, Thelxie and his friends all know what should go on it. Get ready, Zuria. We'll describe everything for you.
Okay.
At last, Thelxie and his friends were able to drive off the final invading monsters and achieve a dashing victory. Their success was complete, and the recovered crown resplendent.
The water imps, finally returning to their homes, showered the prince with love and applause as he greeted them. They once again offered their precious shells to the prince and reconstructed the rainbow bridge of old. As he watched the scene unfold, the prince could not help but be touched by its beauty.
Moved by everyone's happiness, the prince stepped onto the rainbow bridge and took a good look at all the friends who had gone on the journey with him. There stood the traveler. Huh? Where's the lap?
The prince could not hold back his... Zuria walked across the bridge and placed...
That's the end of the stories.
Thank you. I am so sorry, my child. Maman. Maman loves you too.
What's happening? Is Zuria talking to...
Quick, put on my diving helmet. There's a transcription module in it that's compatible with Thelxie's output signals. You should be able to use it to understand what Thelxie's saying.
Mama loves you too.
But I love you more, Maman.
What? Did you see something?
Maman, I'm getting a little sleepy. If it's time for bed, can you hum a lullaby to me again? Of course, my dearest child. As long as you want to hear it, Mama will always hum for you. Thank you, Maman. Your lullaby has always been my favorite. Now that I've heard it, I can return to my dream and to the kingdom of water imps in peace. My poor darling. Please don't forget. I will always love you. My love is greater than the entire distance between here and the kingdom of water imps. I won't forget, Maman. And so is my love for you. Greater than the entire distance between here and the kingdom of water imps. Good night, Maman.
Traveler, Paimon, you're here.
Fremine! Why did you call us in such a hurry? Did you hear something from Zuria? Oh, if it's not good news, Paimon doesn't want to hear it.
Don't worry, it's definitely great news. The Madame came here for a visit just now with her doctor. Color has returned to her cheeks, and she sounded full of energy as well. She said she'd like to return to the court to continue hosting the art exhibit. But this time, she'll work with her doctor to exhibit some picture books related to the illness. Of course, Thelxie's fantastic adventures and the guidance therapy will be included in the exhibit as well. She'd like to use her experience to help others.
That's wonderful! So it wasn't bad news after all.
Here, please take this picture book with you. The Madame wanted you to have it. If at some point in the future you were to run into someone with similar troubles, she hopes the book would be of use to you.
But this is her story, right? Is it really okay to give the book to us?
Don't worry, it's just a copy. She still has the original. It's extremely important to her.
Alright, then there's no problem. It feels good knowing we've contributed to something important. Paimon definitely didn't expect the fantasy adventure to be so useful. Paimon was a little worried about how everything would turn out. After all, fantasy is just fantasy.
Paimon, do you know what the Madame said? She said that at the moment when she placed the crown on Thelxie's head, she felt like she really saw something beautiful. Her child had returned, and he told her that he loved her. She also said that was when she was finally able to bid.
Oh, really? But could that just be another part of her fantasy?
Perhaps. But if fantasy is just fantasy, and the fantasy world is not real, then how could it still grant us these powers that we can continue to use in the real world?
But what else could it be?
A descent of the fairy tale world into the real world. You saw it too, didn't you?
What? That can't be what happened, right? There's just no way. Wouldn't it be like a miracle if that really happened?
Yes, I suppose that would be a miracle. I hope that everyone who's found themselves in a dark place would be able to see something beautiful and experience a miracle for themselves.
Bom, amigos, acabamos aqui a história do evento. Fiz aqui as 3 histórias do evento. Fiz as 3 histórias do evento. Ganhei aqui um porta-retratos aqui. Deixa eu ver aqui. Aqui eu ganhei esse porta-retrato. Aqui contando a aventura deles, ó. É bem interessante. Aqui. E agora eu vou fazer as missões aqui. Já dá pra pegar o menino? Ainda não dá pra pegar o menino ainda. Depois vou deixar pro final. Aqui eu fiz as 3 histórias. Tá concluída as 3 histórias. Foi bem interessante essa história aqui. Foi bem triste ela. A história aí da mulher que perdeu o filho. Muito interessante, bem triste. Eu recomendo fazer, ainda dá tempo, ó, falta 1 dia e 14 horas. Dá pra fazer até amanhã. Amanhã, eu recomendo fazer, você fazer, é bem divertido. E agora eu vou fazer aqui as missões aqui. Eu tentar fazer as missões, meus personagens. Essa missão bem aqui vai ser difícil para me fazer, porque meus personagens aqui é combate, aqui os personagens são fracos. Eu vou tentar ganhar os prêmios aqui, pelo menos o prêmio principal, que são as estrelinhas, as gemas essenciais. Esses 2 aqui são mais tranquilos. E como chegamos mais nessa parte aqui, mais uma vez eu peço para quem não for inscrito no meu canal, inscreva-se, deixe um like ou um dislike, comente, compartilhe, ative o sino para receber notificações, isso ajuda bastante. E eu vou desligar aqui meu áudio aqui. Aí eu volto já aqui, por aí. Bom, voltei aqui. Eu vou fazer aqui a missão, aqui os primeiros desafios aqui do evento. Aqui é para o circuito da placa do robô. É bem interessante esse desafio aqui, ó. Aqui você liga aqui os circuitos. Esse daqui é o mais fácil, aí vai se complicando. É bem divertido. Agora vamos para o próximo. Depois eu pego o prêmio, a recompensa. Aí já complicou aqui, ó. Tá complicando. Aqui, ó. Tá complicando aqui. Aqui vai um pra cá. Aí o 2 vai aqui por trás, ó. Tá aqui. O 1 tem que passar ali para ativar o botão. O 2 passar. Então vamos para o próximo. Esse daqui tá mais complicado ainda, esse daqui. Deixa eu ver aqui. Vamos tentar aqui tudo reto aqui. Vamos ver o que é que ele faz aqui, ó. Deu certo. Deu certo. Vamos para o próximo. Aqui ele já vai ativar as dicas, porque ele quer dizer que vai dar as dicas. Que ela tá ficando mais difícil aqui. Tá complicado mesmo. Deixa eu ver aqui. Aqui tá muito reto, né? Aqui tá muito reto mesmo. Tá bem complicado esse daqui. Ou não? Deu certo esse daqui. Quando o sinal... então vamos ver aqui. Aqui tem a mesma rota. Vamos ver aqui. Aí deu certo. Esse daqui tá complicado, hein? Vamos ver aqui tudo reto aqui para ver. Não deu certo não. Aqui lá de cima tá muito rápido, será? Deixa eu ver aqui. Deixa eu... assim. Aí aqui tem aqui no meio para ligar. Bora ver aqui tudo reto aqui para ver. Aqui ele só passou, mas ficou preso, né? Então deixa eu ver aqui. Bora mudar aqui assim. Deu certo. Deu certo. Vamos para o próximo. Esse daqui tá complicadão. Aqui assim. Aí aqui assim. Aqui, será que aqui tem que ir reto ou será que tem que alargar mais? Bora ver aqui reto, pra ver o que ele faz. Tem que alargar mais. Tem que alargar mais aqui. Tá muito, deixa eu ver. Aqui assim. Tá bom, vamos ver. Passou aqui. Tem que alargar mais um pouco. Tem que alargar mais um pouco aqui. Deixa eu ver, acho mais uma casa. Mais uma casa, bora ver. Agora deu certo. Ah, e esse daqui foi o último. Aqui vamos pegar aqui os prêmios aqui agora. Vou pegar aqui o prêmio. Ó. Aí, muitos prêmios. Peguei tudo. Tudo pego. Vamos agora aqui para o segundo. Aqui é para pegar umas conchas. Tem que fazer um caminhadão, hein? Eu não tenho nada aberto. Ah, um momento aí, meus amigos. Uma pessoa mandou uma mensagem aqui para mim. Peraí. Então vamos pegar a concha na segunda missão aqui do evento. Aqui vamos pegar as conchas. Dá para teletransportar para lá? Não dá. Não dá, então eu vou ter que ir a pé. Vou ter que vir a pé. Não tem lá nada aberto aqui perto. É o jeito de ir a pé. Então vamos correr até lá. A estamina também não ajuda, a estamina aqui do personagem está pequeno. Não jogo muito nessa conta aqui. Eu estou jogando mal na outra lá. Mas é para se divertir aqui, passar o tempo. Apesar de a pessoa ter que correr até lá, não parece ser muito longe, não. Aqui o cenário tá bem bonito, viu? Tem umas... bem bonito esse cenário aqui dessa fontanha aqui. Não sei se o próximo cenário vai ser... Eles vão superar esse daqui, vai ser o do fogo agora. Estão dizendo que vai ser o do fogo. Aqui tem um portal aqui ali em cima. Mas não vou pegar esse portal não, vou logo pra ali. Não vou pegar esse portal não. Ganhei aqui um achievement aqui do barco aqui. O misterioso quebra-mar. Não teve mais o evento de final de ano, da Clan. Sempre tinha um evento aí da Clan aí, que é lá na ilha dela. Na ilha da Clan. Será que não vai ter? Vou pegar aqui essa habilidade aqui desse polvo aqui. Tem que ir pra ali. Esse peixe aqui dá umas porradas nesse peixe. Eletricidade. Aí pegou uma concha, é pra pegar 3 conchas. Ali tá outra concha ali. Vou jogar eletricidade aqui no slime aqui, aquático. O tóxico. Tá aí, terminei aqui. Bem rápido, simples. Vamos para o próximo. Vou pegar aqui a recompensa e vamos para o próximo. Aqui 80 estrelinhas. Vamos aqui para o próximo aqui. Eu também não tenho um portal lá perto, eu tenho esse daqui, né? Ah, tá pra cá, né? Tá bem longinho, hein? Então vamos lá. A menina tá com coisa de foto, porque cadê a habilidade dela aqui? Ah, é porque eu tô usando a lente, eu tenho que desativar a lente aqui. Deixa eu ver aqui. Eu acho que é por causa disso. Deixa eu ver agora. É, eu tava com a lente, aí ela, em vez de ela atacar, ela ia usar a câmera e tirar foto. Aqui tem um portal aqui também, mas não vou, acho que eu não vou ativar ele agora. Ih, ativou aqui a missão aqui. Eu não quero ativar essas missões não. Que droga. Ativou aqui a missão, e agora? Genshin tem esse problema aqui, que a pessoa não pode pausar as missões. Vou pegar a habilidade aqui desse povo aqui, ó. Aqui a habilidade explosiva. Vou ativar aqui a concha. A habilidade desse povo aqui é muito boa. Habilidade explosiva. O caranguejo eremita. Aqui, ó, a terceira concha. Agora falta só mais uma. Ficar ali embaixo. Aqui embaixo. tá aqui, peguei as 3 conchas. Então vamos para o último agora, pegar a recompensa desse daqui. Agora aqui o terceiro e último. Eu vou nadando pra lá. Eu vou nadando pra lá. Tem que passar aqui por cima. Tem que sair aqui. A coisa interessante e boa que eles botaram aqui no Genshin, esses negócios aqui para ajudar na locomoção do personagem. Ainda eu quero meu pet voador que me leve para voar por lugar, o cavalo. Ou um tapete voador, qualquer coisa assim. Seria bem-vindo. Aqui tem uma coisinha, eu nem queria pegar isso aqui, mas já peguei. Eu não vou subir mais lá pra cima, senão vai sair da minha rota. Esse daqui tá bem longe, hein? Esse daqui. A missão ali, ó. A missão ali. É aqui debaixo da água, a missão. Eu vou pegar aqui a habilidade desse peixe aqui, dessa raia. Gosto mais da habilidade daquele outro bicho lá do povo. A habilidade dele é uma habilidade explosiva. Que as focas Nutella. As focas Nutella. A foca Nutella. Opa, apareceu um bicho ali. Eu vou ignorar ele ali. quero enfrentar aquele bicho não. Ah, aqui eu tenho que pegar esse poder aqui desse caranguejo aqui. Aí carregar aqui o escudo e jogar aqui, ele reflete ali, ó. Olho por olho. Interessante. Agora falta só mais 2, né? Cadê ele? Tem um portal bem aqui, eu acho que vou ativar logo esse portal aqui. Tá aqui esse peixe aqui. Tá aqui mais uma concha e tá faltando outra. Cadê outra? Não tô localizando ela. Cadê? É esse peixe aqui? Não é esse peixe não. Tá dizendo que tá bem aqui embaixo. Cadê? Coisa estranha. Cadê essa concha? Ah, tá aqui nesse outro peixe aqui. Tá aqui com a foca Nutella. Aqui com a foca Nutella. E acabamos aqui essa parte do evento também. Vou pegar aqui a recompensa. Aqui agora vamos aqui para o desafio de combate. Aqui o desafio de combate. Aqui no desafio de combate com certeza eu não vou conseguir todos os prêmios. Porque meus personagens estão fracos. Agora eu vou fazer aqui o desafio aqui do combate. Aqui, detalhes do evento. Aqui são combates. Vamos entrar aqui. Aqui são 5 combates. Aí você escolhe o multiplicador ali de pontos ali, ó. Eu vou ter o X1, o X2 e o X4. Aí cada um tem seu nível de dificuldade. Como meus personagens são fracos, eu vou no X1 mesmo. Aqui o prêmio principal é essas estrelinhas aqui, ó. Mas esse coisa de cima, se você quiser tentar mais pontos, né? Tiver uns personagens melhor. Aí como eu não tenho, eu vou com esses daqui mesmo. E aqui tem uns personagens aqui para ajudar. Tem aqui os personagens teste. Deixa eu ver. Desligou aqui de novo aqui o áudio aqui. Tá aqui, vamos tentar aqui. Os inimigos ali são uns bandidos, uns fatores. Eu tenho que fazer 6.000 pontos, mais o mínimo é 2.000 pontos. Ver se eu faço aí pelo menos o mínimo para pegar o prêmio principal. A Narida é uma boa personagem, mas para quem sabe jogar com ela, eu não sei. Eu acho os ataques dela muito lentos. Vamos ver aqui.
Midnight Phantasmagoria! The Temple of Wisdom! Hey! Dance with the waves!
Careful,
Troca de personagem, poxa.
Born of Ice and Frost! For Rex
Botão
weapons!
aqui, eu tô falhando aqui.
Make yourselves a room! All eyes on me! all my strength.
Care for a dance.
Yeah. Wings of darkness. Come, sever night from day. No touching. I see everything.
Dance with me.
Another 10 off.
Sharing my knowledge.
I got careful.
Blaze over. Born of ice and frost.
We've only just begun.
Committed to memory.
Dance with the waves.
Well. Here. The Temple of Wisdom.
Try.
Help!
As you wish, main Fräulein.
Care for a dance.
Access denied. All hail. Sharing my knowledge.
Dance with me.
Position.
Be a good audience.
All eyes
won't
on me.
you? Care for a dance.
Yeah. Wings of darkness.
Dance with
Sever
me.
night from death. This is long overdue.
The show's
Como
only
eu
just
falei, eu não
begun.
consegui ali os pontos.
Temple
Eu
of Wisdom.
não consegui os pontos.
Dance with the waves.
Eu nem consegui os 2.000 pontos ali, ó. Deixa eu ver se eu consegui pelo menos o prêmio. Será? Oh, não ter saído não. Eu saí do coisa. Que droga. Os personagens estão muito fracos. Os personagens aqui dessa conta aqui. Acho que nem o prêmio principal eu consegui. Olha aí, nem o prêmio principal eu consegui, ó. De tão fraco que tá esses personagens aqui. Deixa eu fazer aqui uma coisa aqui, peraí, deixa eu ver aqui. Ah não, dá pra me mexer não. Vou tentar aqui de novo aqui, eu vou botar aqui os mesmos personagens, só que em vez de botar aqui a Fischl, eu vou botar a Amber. A Amber não, a Shaoling. Acho que ela vai dar maior dano, será? Ah, só vou botar essa daqui, ela tem um ataque de área melhor. Então vamos ver aqui, vamos testar. O tempo aqui é muito rápido, esse tempo. Tem que dar muito dano, assim, eliminar os inimigos rápido.
Another job. Fry.
Born of
Killjoy. We've
Já
only
era pra
just
ter eliminado já metade desses inimigos.
This dance is for you. Positions.
Let's spark things up a little.
Care for a dance.
Make yourselves at home. I see everything.
Care for a dance.
Blaze over. All eyes on me. The Temple of Wisdom. Committed to memory.
You're in for a little shock. Blitz.
can't run.
Surrender and I'll be gentle.
Sharing my knowledge. Access denied. All hail.
Don't be a killjoy.
This dance is for you.
Care for
Make yourselves at home. Hey, for Rex Lapis. Born of ice and frost. All eyes on me.
Try not to enjoy this too much.
Access denied.
Don't be a Killjoy, we've only just begun.
Temple of Wisdom.
Aí tá ali, ganhei pelo menos o prêmio principal ali, ó.
This dance is for you.
You're in for a little shock. You've been a naughty boy.
Ganhei pelo menos o prêmio principal ali. Aqui, ó. O prêmio principal. Então vamos para o segundo aqui. Os inimigos vão ser uns robôs ali. Eu vou aqui com a Shogun aqui, o menino aqui, essa daqui. Deixa eu ver. Vai ser uns robôs. Já botei um de gelo, um de grama, um de raio. Vou botar agora um de água. Só tenho um de água aqui, eu só tenho só a menina aqui, a Bárbara. Então vamos começar aqui. Aqui o robô mais chato é aquele robô que fica voando. Os robôs que ficam voando é o mais chato que tem. Não é nem o gigante, é os que ficam voando. Que ele fica longe um dos outros. Ele voa pra longe. Aquele robô ali, ó, chato pra dedéu.
Illusion shattered. Now
Esse
you shall
logo
perish.
ele aqui.
Born of ice and frost. For Rex Lapis. I'll protect us.
There is no escape. Torn to oblivion.
Flicker.
This is long overdue.
Shine down.
Diffract.
No touching. Blaze over.
Illusion shattered.
E já garanti já o prêmio ali principal. Deixa eu ver aqui pelo menos o segundo
Born
prêmio.
of ice and frost.
Shine down.
The process of elimination.
O segundo prêmio ali tá garantido.
No touching.
Aqui parece que esse daqui tem um tempo maior do que o do primeiro.
Let the show begin.
Illusion shattered. Inazuma shines eternal.
O tempo do primeiro é muito rápido.
Here you are. Scatter.
Born of ice and frost. Blaze over.
Aí garanti ali o
Torn to oblivion.
prêmio total. Interessante, né? Talvez seja o time lá que não esteja colocando direito, que o time aqui do primeiro. Mas é que eu não sei jogar com aquela Narrida e não tem nenhum personagem que, além da Nilo, que combine com a Narrida ali. Se eu tivesse aquela outra meninazinha verde, a Colette ou aquela outra lá tivesse evoluída que eu tenho que ganhar a Colette lá no coisa espiral, que se eu ganhar a Colette lá. Então vamos aqui pro terceiro. O terceiro ali vai enfrentar uns eremitas ali. Aí temos aqui o menino aqui de água, o Nilvilete, o Andarilho. Aí eu vou botar essa menina aqui de gelo. E vou botar aqui a Bárbara aqui para recuperar a vida do Nilvilete ali. Então vamos ver aqui se esse time aqui dá certo. Poderia ter botado a menina lá de eletricidade, né, também. Vilete ele dá uns ataques bem fortes, mas ele perde muita vida nesse processo.
Silence!
Behold!
Upon the gale. You dare to gaze upon me? Follow me.
Be sanctified. Settle down.
Next on the agenda for Rex Lapis.
That's close enough.
Go, Barb.
Wretched vermin.
O tempo aqui passa muito rápido. Por que o tempo desse daqui passa rápido e daquele outro lá não passa?
That's far enough.
Não entendi isso daqui.
Born of Ice and Frost. This is long overdue.
Esse eu garanto pelo menos o prêmio principal, hein?
Let the mighty be humbled.
Access denied.
Was foretold.
Steady, steady, go!
The wind rises. Know your place.
O prêmio ali principal tá garantido ali.
Be sanctified.
Born of Ice and Frost. For Rex Lapis.
Behold. You dare to gaze upon me? How amusing. Your coming was foretold. The wind rises.
Tá aí. A gente perdeu pelo menos o prêmio principal aqui. Então vamos aqui para o próximo aqui. Os inimigos ali vai ser uns robôs e um fator e uns bandidos. Aí temos aqui o Neuvilete, a menina aqui, a Furina. Então vou botar aqui eles aqui de novo. A Furina vai como curandeira. Ou não, lá eu vou botar aqui a Bárbara como curandeira. Será se vai dar certo aqui? Acho que eu vou tirar um Neuvilete aqui. Eu vou botar essa menina aqui que dá ataque em área. Então vamos ver aqui.
Access denied. This is long overdue. Time to shine.
Surrender and be gentle.
Let's dance. Come on, we can do it. Born of Ice and Frost. All hail. Let my name echo in song!
Try not to enjoy this too much. Blitz.
No touching. Blaze over. Let the world come alive! Let the show
Pra mim tá garantido ali o prêmio ali.
Surrender and be gentle.
This is long overdue. Time to shine. Strike a pose. Come on, we can do it. All hail. Let the world come alive.
Let's spark things up a little. Come a little closer.
Access denied. Let my name echo in song! This is long overdue. Born of ice and frost.
Tá aí, ganhei. Quase que eu ganho o prêmio total. Quase que eu ganho os prêmios totais. Agora vamos para o último desafio. O último desafio. Ah, vamos enfrentar ali um reluxu ali, daqueles reluxu bossal gigante. Aí temos aqui o menino de gelo. Vou botar aqui a Furina de novo. Aí vou botar aqui a Bárbara aqui. Água e gelo. Poderia botar um de fogo também, mas ali vai ter aquele reluxo de eletricidade lá, aquele bichão bossal. Ele tem um escudo bem forte. Só quebra com gelo esses escudos de eletricidade. Então vamos lá. E lá vamos nós.
Shower me with praise. Time to shine.
E lá vamos nós.
Access denied.
Stay cool. Face your gift.
No touching. All hail. Let the world collide.
Have a safe trip. Let's begin.
Let's dance. Access denied. Blaze over. Let my name echo in song. Shower me with praise.
Away now. Still get a little chilly.
Born of ice and frost. All hail. Come on, we can do it. Let the world collide.
Cadê o bicho?
A moment, please. Have a safe trip.
No touching. Blaze over. Let my name echo in song.
Cadê o bicho?
Stay cool. Face your gift. Let's begin.
E tá aí, acabamos aqui. Consegui pelo menos alguns prêmios aqui, os prêmios principais. Aí como meus personagens são muito fracos, não dá pra ganhar mais pontos. E é isso, vou sair daqui. Aí lute pelo menos para ganhar os prêmios principais, que são as gemas essenciais. Até rimou. Assim você vai poder ter gemas para jogar nos seus banners. Eu vou sair daqui. Vou vir pra cá. Já acabou aqui todas as missões do evento. Deixa eu ver, eu vou voltar lá pra Mocidade. Volta aqui pra Mocidade aqui. Já fiz tudo do evento que tinha pra fazer. Agora é só pegar todas as recompensas Já ganhei todas as fichas aqui das missões. Dessas missões que eu fiz. A pessoa ganhou as fichas. Eu vou trocar aqui pelas as recompensas do evento. Aqui são as recompensas aqui. Deixa eu trocar. Aqui eu ganhei as fichas. Aqui a recompensa principal é o banner aqui do menino, ó. Aqui o banner dele, ó, tá aqui. O Freminet. E tem 50 estrelinhas. E tem um enfeite aqui pra casa, que é o pinguim. Aí, peguei tudo do evento, fiz todas as missões. Recomendo fazer aí o evento. Ah, tem aqui o ponto de PB também. Deixa eu pegar aqui o ponto de PB. Aqui o ponto de PB aqui das missões do evento. Aqui. Aí tá aí. Ah, o que mais tem aqui pra fazer? Ah, sim, eu ganhei esse álbum aqui, um álbum de fotografia de pinturas. E um enfeite aqui pra botar na casa. Aqui, esse pinguim. Um enfeite. E é isso, esse daqui foi o evento. Aí tem esse evento aqui dos fungos aqui, depois eu vou fazer ele, ainda tem 8 dias para fazer ele. É também lá em Fontaine, aqui na cidade aqui, ó. Depois eu me teletransporto pra cá assim, ou pra cá e venho andando aqui pra cidade aqui. Aí faço esse evento aí. E temos também um teste aqui de personagem que eu recomendo você fazer, ó. Tem 10 dias para fazer esse teste, você ganha essas estrelinhas. E é isso, faça aí os eventos. Ainda dá tempo, ainda dá para fazer amanhã ainda. É umas 2, 3 horas de evento, daqui a um dia para você fazer. E é isso. Eu vou terminando por aqui a live. Bom, meus amigos, como eu falei, eu vou ficando por aqui. Aí foi 2 horas de evento. Aqui algumas coisas que eu peguei ali. Foi 2 horas de evento. E foi 2 horas porque eu não tinha nada aberto lá. não tinha nada aberto, aí por isso que ficou bem longo. Eu tive que correr muito pelo cenário. E é isso, mais uma vez aí peço para quem não for inscrito, inscreva-se no meu canal, deixa um like ou um dislike, comentem, compartilhem e ative o sino para receber notificações. E até a próxima live ou vídeo gameplay. E mais uma vez, um obrigado a todos. Até a próxima. Aí o Razen da alumínio. Então falou!